making the right food choices can be more complicated than usual for those with diabetes. Foods that may otherwise be considered as healthy may not have the same effect on a person with diabetes. One of such food groups is dairy, and so today, I, your SugarFit health coach, Venus, will be talking about everything you need to know when it comes to dairy consumption for a person with diabetes. Now, some of the most commonly consumed dairy products are curd, milk, cheese, buttermilk, ghee, and paneer. But for a person with diabetes, they may have different effects on the body. So let me break down these dairy items for you, whether they are safe for consumption or should be avoided completely. Let's start with milk first. Milk has been a part of our daily diet for years and years now. And while it is a rich source of calcium, it is also high in carbs, and excess carbs intake can be risky for people with diabetes. If you look at its calorie content, one serving of whole fat milk contains about 150 calories, whereas skimmed low-fat milk contains just up to 80 calories. So, if you're a person with diabetes but can't go without a glass of milk, I'd suggest you replace it with low-carb milk alternatives like almond milk, coconut milk, soy milk, and many others available around you. In fact, several American journals suggest that low-fat milk and milk products, when consumed in regulated amounts, can reduce the chances of type 2 diabetes. So if you're wondering whether consuming milk is a good option, I'd say yes, but ensure that you choose the variant which is low in carbohydrates, fats, and calories. Just avoid consuming it at night or adding extra sugar to it, so it can actually benefit you. The bottom line is, milk can prove to benefit you only if you consume it the right way, that is, in regulation and choosing a healthier type of milk. Coming to curd. Now, curd is known to be the most ancient forms of fermented food that is gentle on the gut. People from all over the world include curd in daily diet in various ways. And so, when consuming curd as a person with diabetes, it is a no-brainer that you should avoid adding sugar or any other sweeteners to it. Similar to the healthier alternatives available for regular milk, Greek yogurt serves as a healthier option for curd as it's lesser in calories. It comes packed with probiotics that help improve your ability to metabolize food along with the good bacteria that is soothing to your stomach and pancreas. This means reduced risk of inflammation and good bowel movement for someone with diabetes. Even in terms of glycemic index, which indicates if a carbohydrate food item causes a spike in the blood glucose level, curd passes with flying colors, with a GI of 11 to 14. As long as the GI is under 55, it does not cause a high increase in the blood sugar levels. Avoid consuming packaged variants like mishti doi or lassi or even artificially sweetened Greek yogurt, as it negates the benefit of curd. Consume it in its plain form and consult your doctor or nutritionist to understand the appropriate serving size for yourself. Curd, when consumed regularly in the right proportions, is believed to reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. Try consuming curd during the daytime or when the sun is up, as having cold curd at night can irritate your throat, especially if you have a weak digestion or an acid reflux problem. But do not go overboard with your consumption, as it can lead to bloating and cramps if you are lactose intolerant, or just bowel movement irritation in general as well. So yes, consume curd if you're a person with diabetes, but do it the right way. Similar to curd, buttermilk too is a great option for those with diabetes. It is sugar-free, has a low glycemic index, great source of probiotics, high in potassium to keep the cholesterol and the blood pressure in check, and also contains zinc that would help heal wounds and break down carbohydrates, which is super beneficial for those with diabetes. You can consume it as a beverage or even add it to your curries or pancakes. Just make sure that you don't add extra sugar to it. And like any other dairy product, this too should be consumed in regulated quantities to gain the maximum health benefit. 1 glass of buttermilk contains about 12 grams of sugar, but since it is in the natural form, lactose, it is completely safe for consumption, even for people with diabetes. Now let's talk about the one dairy item that can be found in every Indian household, that is ghee. Let me tell you right off the bat that ghee offers great benefits for a person with diabetes. Adding 1 teaspoon of ghee to your dal or rice can give you many health advantages, but use it in excess and it might work to reverse the benefits it was originally supposed to offer. Remember to always go for pure ghee that is homemade instead of store-bought. Ghee provides healthy fat to the body, which aids in absorbing the nutrients in the food that you eat, and hence it regulates the blood sugar levels in the body. It also works well for your digestive system by alleviating the symptoms of constipation. If you also have any cardiovascular diseases caused by complications of diabetes, the linoleic acid present in ghee ensures in reducing its risk. Along with melting down the fat deposits in the body, it also boosts the gut hormone, which enhances the secretion of insulin. Ghee also works great for immunity, which is usually weakened due to diabetes, thanks to its rich content of vitamin K and antioxidants. Moreover, you'd be happy to know that adding ghee to certain parathas and rice actually reduces the glycemic index of them. So, to sum it up, use ghee in moderation and go for homemade ghee made from cow's milk for its maximum benefits. Another dairy product that is majorly loved in Indian households is paneer. And if you are a person with diabetes and love paneer, then I've got a good news for you. With a GI score of just 27, paneer is not just safe for consumption but actually quite beneficial for you. It reduces the bad cholesterol levels in the blood pressure, and the risk of cardiovascular diseases. The high content of magnesium in paneer helps in managing blood sugar levels. So don't forget to include it in your diet. And just like the rest of the dairy products, keep in mind to consume it in moderation. Ideally, 80 grams once or twice in a week should be safe for a person with diabetes. And while cooking a meal with paneer in it, keep in mind not to have too much carbs, oil or fat added to it. The last and probably the world's top favorite dairy product that's left to discuss is cheese. People with diabetes have stern dietary restrictions, and cheese can come off as something you may avoid consuming. But surprisingly, a person with diabetes can safely enjoy a variety of cheese without causing a spike to your blood sugar levels or blood pressure. If you consume it in right portions, then there's no risk and you only reap the benefits of cheese. Anything in excess proves to be harmful for your body, and cheese is sadly no exception to this rule. But make sure you avoid snacking on only cheese and instead consume it by combining it with other food items instead. Go for cheeses that have comparatively lower calorie count and have it complement other food items rather than making it a course in itself. If you're a person with type 2 diabetes, you'd be aware that keeping a check on your body weight is highly crucial. So you should first consider your overall diet before including cheese in your meals. Too much cheese consumption can cause weight gain, high cholesterol, gallbladder problems, and heart diseases. And even though people with diabetes are recommended to include dairy products in their meals, cheese should be avoided if possible and replaced with Greek yogurt instead. To avoid the sodium content that is high in processed cheese that causes spikes in blood pressure, go for cottage cheese instead. On the other hand, you'd be relieved to know that cheeses generally have a low glycemic index score with little to almost no carbohydrates, which means it will release glucose into your bloodstream slowly and not cause the spikes in the blood sugar levels. But when choosing what to pair with your cheese with, avoid picking crackers, fruits, honey, walnuts, and grapes since they are high in sugar or carbohydrates. If you don't know what cheese to choose for the least amount of sodium and impact, go for mozzarella, cottage cheese, cream cheese, and Emmental. Even cheddar cheese aids in improving your gut health, and if that's not your taste, then Parmesan too is a great option as it's high in protein and low in calories. Consuming cheese in safe amounts will help you keep full till longer and avoid the temptation to consume sugar. Best way to consume cheese should be by adding bits of it to salad or a salad dressing. So, to conclude, I would say that even though cheese is viewed as a fatty food item, it is much more than that. And in fact, all dairy items, when consumed in the right way and the right quantity, can help you improve your health. But overdo it and it will cause more harm than good. I hope this information helps anyone with diabetes to make the right dietary choices for themselves and use the benefits of these dairy food items to the best capacity. And don't forget to consult your dietitian or doctor before deciding on a consumption plan. If you have any questions about diet and diabetes, then feel free to drop them below and we'll get to it soon. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time.